Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and early impressions for VR Sailing, a game that was released on the Steam store yesterday, October 15th, 2024. It normally retails for $9. It's on a release sale 30% off, and I did receive a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using link cable. Now, as you notice, these are not Meta Quest 3 motion controllers, and the controllers are actually off. What I mean by that is that this is me with my hands forward, and as you can see, it's tilted up. So this is like completely level with the ground. It's tilted up, so they're not configured correctly for the Meta Quest 3. These are the settings only: steering, direction, and sail turning, and they're both set to reverse. Let's go ahead and let's just play. And let's start with this first level that I just did a while ago. There's basically two different things you can do. You can do the competition, which is a sailing race, and the treasure hunt. You can also change wind direction, and I think that's fine the way it is right now. And you can also choose the waves. I'm gonna choose the less turbulent waves. Now, I don't think you can choose time of day. I think that's just pretty random, which I mean, unless I'm missing something, but I don't see anywhere where we can control the time of day. So let's just go. Let's just play. And I'm sorry. Let's just play. Yes. So the first thing to do is to move the sails to go forward. And as you can see, we're going forward. And then you just steer with the rudder. So this is right trigger to control this and left trigger to control this one. So it's not the most immersive game. The sailing controls aren't that good because, again, you're using right trigger for this. So basically the right controller, the right trigger for moving the sails, it was just this little bead or whatever, which is not the immersive way to do it. And then just the rudder, which, again, there's no haptics or anything. So it's hard to tell that you're even holding on to it. Basically I just keep the left trigger down the whole way and just adjust as needed. And you just try to move the sails to get the maximum speed possible, which it's not always easy to tell what's the maximum optimization, but I think we're doing pretty well, so I'm just going to stick with it. You can change the sails. We got the starter generic one, but you can improve the sails. And I guess I'll do it for the next thing that I do. I think I'll do a treasure hunt next. And I'll try to remember to change the sails with the money that I have. And you get coins just from doing the activities. I got some coins from doing the treasure hunt earlier. So I spent about an hour in the game, and I guess my early impressions of the game, again, this is not a full review, just early impressions, let's play. It's okay. One thing I don't like is the other sailboats crashing into you, which happened to me on my last race, and it basically took me out of the race because someone else crashed into me. And I don't know that there's much you can do about it if that happens. But again, you're just trying to optimize your sails and obviously optimize your direction, your rudder position, so that you get the maximum speed. And I think we're doing well. There might be a crash here because, as you can see, they're all headed in one direction. And I'm heading from the other direction. Now, I'm doing this because I think it's easier to turn the way that I'm headed. But the problem is that I might collide with one of them. And if so, I'll probably get the worst of it, because that's what happened to me the last time. But I guess we'll see. We're getting close to the first checkpoint. The visuals are okay for this budget price. Not the best visuals I've ever seen. I actually think the sail is the best looking part of this experience. And the boat itself, it looks okay. Again, for the budget price, it looks okay. And the environment also, it looks all right. The sounds, I only hear the waves. I don't hear anything else, which is a little immersion breaking. And hopefully we don't crash into anything here. We might collide here. Well, again, these guys are really, really screwing me over. But I guess this one wasn't so bad. The last time, though, was really bad. They basically took me way off the race. But this time, the crash wasn't so bad. And we got still a pretty good speed. We'll just see how this goes. So basically, you just got to watch your speed and your direction and make corrections as needed. I think we might be slowing down here a little bit, but it's hard to tell. I don't know if we need to make a cell adjustment. I know we'll definitely need to make a cell adjustment soon, but I don't think we're there yet. And for the budget price, I think this is okay, but the thing that really brings down the experience for me is just the controls. I think the controls could have been more immersive. With better controls, I would have really rated this game higher than I would have, And I don't know, I'm leaning between giving this game like a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. Just because, so far, like I said, although I do like some part of the game, the controls really bring it down. So it's hard to enjoy it when the controls are so simple and basic and not the most immersive. Even the haptics aren't good, and like I said, even the sounds, we just hear waves and that's it. And then the main menu, there was no sounds at all. So the UI was not very good as well. But like I said, the visuals are decent, especially the sails. I think the sails look great actually. But the visuals are decent for the price. And, it's a little fun to race around and do the little treasure hunt as well. But, the lack of immersive controls really bring it down, though. That's the thing. That, the negative is a big negative, and it's hard to overlook it. And I'm surprised I haven't had to adjust the sails a lot more than I have. Oh no! Come on, guys! No, get out of here with that crap, man! I'm trying to get to the next spot. These guys are the worst. I think we need to adjust. Yeah. Oh, this is working perfectly. I adjusted the sails perfectly. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm losing. Wait, am I gaining speed or am I losing speed? And the only other sailing game that I've really put some time into is VR Regatta, which is $30. So there's a big difference in price, but I definitely say that VR Regatta is better. And it's an older game. I believe it first came to PCVR. And this is a total guess on my part, but I believe it was like 2018. It might have been 2019. But it's been many years now, and that older game is still a better sailing experience than this one. Although it does cost more. Now, I believe when VR Regatta first released, if I remember correctly, I believe it released as a free-to-play game, and it was only later, after some updates, that they changed the price to $30. So currently, there's a big price difference, so it's hard to compare the two, given that there's a big price difference between the two. So obviously, VR Regatta is the premium experience. So it really isn't fair to compare this game that's, normal price only $8, and then on this 30% off, it's like $5 and change. So it's not really fair to compare them. But I would say probably you're better off saving your money and buying VR Regatta if you can. But if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper and more on the arcade side, I would say this is not a bad experience if you're okay with the VR controls not being as immersive as they should be. Oh crap! I lost all momentum here. Come on, no! What's going on here? I've lost all momentum here. Yeah, wow. My sailboat just completely stopped, and I just couldn't find any way to make it go forward. Okay, now we're rolling, but that took quite a while to figure out, and we might be out of the race now. Wow, one false step has led to our downfall here as far as being competitive in this race. I tried to find the right spot, but I just couldn't figure it out fast enough. Hopefully, we can get back into this race, though. We'll see. We have a more direct course to the next checkpoint, so it might be possible. The visuals could be better, but it's budget price, so I'm not gonna harsh it too much for that. Too harshly for that. So it's all right for the money. So like I said, somewhere between 5.5 or 6 out of 10 is where I would go with this game. It's not bad, and for the price, it's all right for the price. Basically, is my review. Could it be better? Sure. With more immersive controls, I would have rated this game much higher. So I hope maybe the dev can work on that. If the dev makes it a more immersive experience, I would rate it much higher, given the budget price. But this is very much an arcade sailing experience, not really a sim. And, if you have young kids and they just want to get into sailing, this might be the better game for them over VR Regatta. I think this is definitely easier to get into. Because adjusting the sail, that just changes the speed, the momentum that you have forward, or you can go backwards as I was doing back there. And then just the rudders, just stay on the rudder, just make little adjustments, and you can turn how you need to. And we're hitting this checkpoint pretty much directly, so we'll see if we can gain some ground here over the other guys, because the other guys are going at a very weird angle, and I don't know how they're going to turn to the next checkpoint. I think they're going to lose some speed trying to do that. So, we're behind them, but we're going to gain some ground here on this turn to the next checkpoint. If we don't crash into somebody, that is. God damn. If I didn't crash into people, I would be much farther ahead. God, man, these other boats crashing into me is really ruining me. This is crazy. How many times can they... What's going on here? They're spinning me around. Wait, how did that happen? I didn't even see a sailboat near me. How could that happen? For some reason, I'm having trouble adjusting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. There's some... Okay, I ran into some bug, I think. I'm having trouble adjusting the rudder now. Yeah, I'm completely spun around now. But you heard that sound like we were crashing into something, but I didn't see any sailboat near us, so I don't know how that happened. And now we're dead in the water. Yeah, I think we're in last place now for sure, and I don't know that we're gonna gain enough ground now. So, you know what? I'm gonna go back down to 5.5 because I think that was a buggy experience there. Again, this is early impressions, but I definitely think some buggy stuff was happening there that shouldn't have happened. Like I couldn't even tell what was hitting me, what was making my boat turn around like that against my will. I do notice that the hands aren't aligned correctly. I don't know that had anything to do with my boat having difficulty, but it definitely felt like stuff was crashing into my boat and forcing me to turn when I wasn't doing those turns. So it slowed my momentum. It ruined the race for me actually, and I don't think I can win anymore. Let's see what you know what place we finish in. Hopefully not last place. We'll see what happens. Now some of the other sailboats seem to be having problems as well. So we might gain some ground here. But we're not gonna win the race definitely for sure. We ran into too many problems. But you see these sailboats are going all over the place. Like they're having problems getting back to where they need to be. And yeah, it's hard here to get the wind gust correctly, but I seem to have found the sweet spot for getting the maximum I can in this spot. Obviously, the wind is not helping us too much, but we're doing the best we can out of it. So there is a challenge to this game as far as making the sails face the right direction and getting enough momentum. But as you see, something was happening. Something was crashing into me, and I didn't see anything that should be crashing into me. So I have to knock down the game for that. And we're in sixth place now, so we're gaining some ground, but I'm afraid we're going to crash into some other stuff here. That seems to be happening at these checkpoints. But we'll see. And we see the final marker up ahead. So we're definitely not going to win, but we might finish in the top 3 maybe if we gain enough, if we don't crash into anything. Like this guy is totally dead in the water here. So at least they're having problems too. We weren't the only ones having a problem, but we'll see what happens here in this last leg of the race. But I'm scared of crashing into them. Let's hope we don't crash into anybody here. Like this guy might crash into me. And we might be in first. We might actually win the race now. Yeah, we're in first place. We're in first place. Somehow we're gonna win this race because everybody else also had problems. I don't know that sailing races actually go like that, but maybe. Now, actually, I have gone sailing before, but that was many years ago. And I can say sailing wasn't quite like this. You actually have to walk around the sailboat and, change the mast and everything manually. So It's very different. I had fun, but it was also kind of terrifying as well because it was slippery. I don't know that I had the best shoes for going out on a sailboat into the open sea like I did. It's kind of crazy that I went without any experience, but we had a semi-experienced crew, so I came out alive and I did have fun, and it's something that I'd like to do again, but obviously only with a very experienced crew who could take someone like me who's, like I said, I've only been sailing twice before in my life, and I had fun both times, but it was definitely terrifying at times with seeing the open sea and going around the waves and having to change the sails. So this experience is not quite the same, I gotta say. Not This is not a sim. This is an arcade sailing experience for sure. Yeah, we're gonna finish first. I don't see anything. I mean, unless there's a crash here at the last second, we're gonna win. All right, we did it. Let's return. Yeah, no, I'm actually happy that happened. I'm actually happy we won. Now, I said that I wanted to go to the store, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna buy. Oh man, I kind of want to save my money because those black and gold one looks really good. But we're gonna go with red and gold. I guess that's fine. But which one do I want? Oh man, let's go with the pirate one. Ooh, or maybe this one, or maybe this one. The dragon. Ooh, the dragon ones look cool. I think I'm gonna go with the dragon ones. Yeah, the dragon ones are too cool to pass up. Oh man, there's the two koi fish as well. The dragon, this dragon, this dragon, this. I gotta do this dragon. No, this dragon. No, this dragon. I can't. Oh man, this one. I'm gonna do this one. There we go. Purchase determine yes. And we're back to 400 points, but it was totally worth it. Now let's do the treasure hunt. And let's try to get the wind, at least initially, on our side. So wind direction. There we go. Initially on our side. Let's do treasure hunt. And I just want to show a little bit of the second place. We're going backwards, though. Again, this is right trigger to move this. And look at the sail. That looks cool, doesn't it? I really love the sails in this game. That's one place where the dev definitely got it right. But yeah, this is a treasure hunt, and you just basically sail around looking for the treasure, and it does indicate to you when you can see the marker once you're near it. So I don't know where the treasure is right now, but it might be where that smoke is. Maybe, I don't know. And this is the new map. Again, the visuals aren't the best, the sounds aren't the best, but it's all right for arcade fun. I did face that little buggy portion when I was crashing into stuff. So I'm gonna give this game a 5.5 out of 10 because I didn't like how I was crashing into stuff that I just couldn't see. And I don't know what was happening there, but it seemed like it was a bug. That's what it felt like to me. Now comment on this video if you think that I'm wrong and that it wasn't bugs. But for right now, this is early impressions, not a full review. So my early impressions is a 5.5 out of 10. If you're looking for an arcade sailing experience that's simple, that your kids might, be able to master because it's pretty simple to figure out, this might be the game for you. But keep your expectations low because, like I said, the controls are just too simple. They're not immersive. They're not realistic, and it kind of brings the whole experience down. But otherwise, it's fine. The graphics aren't the best, but it looks fine. Really, the sail is what looks the best. And, the sounds could be better because you only hear the waves. I like to hear more stuff. Some birds, some other ambient sounds of being out on the ocean. But just hearing waves, we need more. So, yeah, anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play. Early impressions for VR sailing. And like I said, I'm going to give this a 5.5 out of 10. if I hadn't faced that bug, I would have given it a 6 out of 10. But like I said, it's really the controls that I don't like. It kind of ruins the immersion for me. Um, Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.